Welcome, Facebook Live, friends and family, and all those that are willing to go with us on this journey today. We're going to be talking about men's health. And how you look at this is really going to be a crucial part because, well, for most men, they don't actually go to until something is unfortunately creating havoc in their life. So, we are looking at the prevention side for our men's health. And for the women out there, let's encourage the men to get the best health care they can. And that, of course, is through chiropractic care. So, we're going to start with all of the resources this month that are going to make a difference. And as always, I always like to thank those that are making a difference, and that is Kairos Secure and so many more on this list that make it happen every single month. And if you see someone on this list that you have not quite yet looked up and you're curious about, please do. We thank them from the bottom of our heart for coming with us along this journey. Now, let's talk about this journey because I think it's absolutely critical. If you look at the statistics, they're rather startling. Only 60% of men go to the doctor for a yearly routine checkup. So, what we've got is 40% of our men that are waiting until something unfortunately serious happens. And that's not where we want to be on a preventative level. It's actually a significant percentage of men, they say it's around 72%, who would rather do house chores than actually go to a doctor. So think of that. And we all know how many of us would rather do house chores than go to a doctor. So we need to grab them into this mix and get the healthcare that they need and deserve. So, men, unfortunately, and the reason why this is such an important topic for June is that we bring this up due to the high rates of death. And that's through cardiovascular, chronic kidney disease, and some pulmonary issues that come up. Now, many actually are suffering with potential prediabetes or diabetes, and they're not properly diagnosed. So, getting those levels checked, and especially when it comes to the heart and also obviously hypertension, these are all more significantly apparent in men than women. So, we have work to do. And as chiropractors out there, if you're listening, and you recognize that you're not seeing as many men as you're seeing women, well, talk to those women to bring them in because 67% of the women are making the decisions for their family. And I think we could probably get them to coordinate schedules with their husbands to get them in your office. Now, as the neglect continues for men who are not getting the care that they need, it just becomes one of those things that layers on. We want them to recognize that it enhances their performance and their recovery. If they love to play golf or pickleball, maybe long hikes, let them know that we're really helping them in their athletic performance. We're helping them aid in injury prevention. And the best part for men that they always want to know is we're accelerating recovery. So whatever they love to do on the weekends, we're helping them be the best them so that we're supporting their heart, their nervous system, and for many, unfortunately, right now, that sleep is such a defying moment in their next day. Is if you don't have good sleep, for the majority of us, we're a little on the cranky side. So if they get that help that they need, and we as lifestyle doctors are able to help them, it's only going to boost their mental well-being and promote that proactive behavior that we're looking for in the entire family. Men have a very strong role, and that is often mentoring the younger generation. And that means if they're not doing it, well, the younger generation won't either. And it's really why we put together these monthly marketing roadmaps so we can make it easy for you to build your practice. The reality is education means cooperation of educational materials for your office. When your staff knows what to do and when to do it, they're much more well equipped to be on task every single week. That's why we like to have a roadmap. And when those social media moments come up, and we need to be on the social media because that's where a lot of our patients are picking the doctors and they're choosing from what they see. And when they see an infographic like 26% of men suffer with daily anxiety symptoms, how does that help chiropractic? Well, listen, if they're coming into your office, you have a better chance to get them the referral that they need for their mental health. You can share these on Instagram, Facebook, and X. But look, the key to reality is give them the gift of health. Let them unwrap it themselves. because that's what this is really aiming to do is when they walk in your door, you're the provider of their lifestyle changes. You're not managing disease. You're helping them be the best they can be with the choices that they're making every day. And that is why we put out here that posters like chiropractic is for everyone. Your walls talk, freshen those walls up. So every time they come in, potentially they see something different. And when you see something different, you typically do something different. And that's why have these printed resources at the front desk because when they see, oh, there's a younger child on this pamphlet, benefits beyond back pain, they may be thinking about their children. Maybe there's the physical exam that they'll be setting up before school starts. The men's health strategies from birth to male menopause. Yes, it's a little bit marketing and stretchy, but it's right for those patients that come in and they think about their husbands or a brother or uncle that doesn't really complain that much, but you've noticed that he's limping or he's got a bad back now. That's how we make it happen. Now, we always have fantastic webinars, and this one is now in our vault, so you can access it. It happened with our fantastic Holly Jensen. We are so thrilled to have so many talented speakers. It's why the foundation really can exceed, is because we unite around the quality of the content, the quality of our sponsors, and the kindness of our colleges, state associations, and friends like you. So, family plans. What is the blueprint for practice growth and patient success? The foundation is here with you, for you, and about you. You have to make some choices. One of those choices, I hope, is going to be listening. That is right. This is Elaine Lane. Age is just a number at 98 years old. What is the secret to her longevity and her health? These are fun, relatable ways to share with your patients that it's not about the age, it's about lifestyle choices. And with you as their doctor, they cannot lose. The only way to lose is to not educate them. And I want to we talk about the adjusted reality podcast. This is a fantastic way to get really cool information out. This is David Asprey, and he, as many of you will know, is part of the Bulletproof Your Coffee. You might have heard from before. He's also considered the godfather of biohacking. And this podcast really is, it's short, it's sweet, it's so effective to get a message across about what does it mean? And he talks so kindly about chiropractic. Don't you want your patients to hear others talk about us? I think that's the critical component. And it's also why we win awards. We get amazing moments that happen where we share our campaigns and we see how do we compete with others? Are we in the bottom rank? Are we in the top rank? Let me tell you that the podcast Adjusted Reality, trusted by the adjusted, was given an award last week called the Gold Stevie Award. It's through the American Business Awards, and it was Podcast of the Year through health and lifestyle. To get the top ranking is a really good sign for us, and we continue to grow every single day. And it's only you that can make us better. So please, if you haven't listened, please follow us. Please share with your staff, your friends, your family, and let's make the Adjusted Reality podcast a place where people can go and listen to how chiropractic changed their lives. It's a beautiful thing. And speaking of changing lives, we want to be with you on the ground, and we want you to be able to get the resources you need, desire, and hopefully utilize wherever you go. So if you're in any one of these areas, come visit us at our booth. We've got plenty of information that we can share with you and take to any event that you are going to plan or have already planned. We'll be at Life West in August. We'll be at the National. If you've never been to the National, listen, this is the time. FCA is fantastic, one of the largest gatherings in chiropractic every year. So just if you haven't done it, you have to do at least once in your career. Go to the FCA, the National, be around 5,000 doctors who are inspired and energized to be the best they can be, and get what you need for continuing education. Have some fun in Florida. It's a beautiful place. It's in Orlando. Check it out. And then last is the homecoming for Cleveland. And that is not going to disappoint. So Carl Cleveland III is one of the most favorite people around, and I think this is going to be an outstanding event. So please join us. If you did not hear, we're diving into the public health sector. to showcase why chiropractic is such an important whole being approach. And that is why we did the summit. And I would love for you to it's a short listen, it's about 20 minutes. It is People on Planet United. It's the 2025 Global Health and Purpose Summit. And we talked about tackling today's public health challenges with a whole being care approach. It's really all about chiropractic. You can share this with friends, family, and healthcare providers in your neighborhood so that they're more aware. Speaking of more aware, we have all the vignettes still there for you. And these Chirathon vignettes are so fantastic. Dr. Tanya Horton and Dr. Dan Grossman are from the American Arthritis Foundation. And they talk about chiropractic through the American Arthritis Foundation and the benefits that chiropractic brings to that nonprofit. We also have Dr. Tara Chalikani, and she's a mental health physician that talks really about how you can optimize your health in a fun, relatable way and how chiropractic fits in that. So these are people talking for us and about us in a fun, relatable way. And that, my friends, is what brings us to the last slide. And this is where we change the momentum for chiropractic. We absolutely exponentially speed it up. Adjusted Reality. This book, this Forbes book, will be launching on October 14th. This is how we connect with the vast majority. Right now, we're just treating a small minority, and that's okay, but we need to go bigger, better, bolder, and braver. And if you can help, just by clicking on this link, you can get into the pre-order list. It's available for pre-order on Amazon. And what we're going to ask is put your name in there, because what will happen is we're going to be coming out with all sorts of fantastic information for you that is going to help you use this book in any way you want, whether it's going on to a college or university stage, maybe it's going to a book signing, maybe it's going to the high school. This book, Adjusted Reality, is talking all about chiropractic, but in a fun, relatable way. And it's about moving the needle and getting the rest of the consumers aware of what we do. And that's why the foundation is here with you. Next month, we're going to talk about the sports and injury prevention and performance, because let's face it, as we know, it's about movement, and movement will get us to places that those that are suffering behind a desk 6 to 8 hours a day will unfortunately need. They need to hear what's happening. How can they get more sports into their life and also prevent the injuries that come up? And last but not least, I want to thank you. Thank you for being with us, sharing the information because we know you care, getting involved. The only way to true happiness is to involve yourself in a cause that's bigger than yourself. And this is why the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress is around. It's a nonprofit that's serving everyone, and all money that goes into it goes out in showcasing the benefits of chiropractic care. So come on this journey with me. We will see you next month in July, where we start focusing on sports and performance.
Isn't it time you join the most powerful team of successful doctors in chiropractic and go for the gold? Simply go to www.f4cp.org/package and get your customized practice success solution.